Welcome back to Easy Spirit 101. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Let's get right into the reading. As I mentioned in my last reading, whether you saw it or maybe you didn't, something coming out. This is like my mishmash of decks this is like my T deck. Something wants to come out in this T deck. So we're going to get into that. Friendly reminder, the images or subject matter in this particular deck can be triggering. So please keep that in mind. Maybe you need to sit this one out if that is bothersome. As well as friendly reminder, tarot readings are for entertainment purposes only. Please familiarize yourself with legal disclaimers. For my particular tarot channel website, as well as other online tarot readers, you should not be making life decisions and choices based on a tarot reading. That is between you and God or whatever professionals that you involve in your big decisions. At the end of the day, any decision is on you. Friendly reminder, that's standing in your power. Let's get into what is going on in this deck. This is a really big deck, so I'm going to shuffle it in two halves. What does the Divine Collective need to know at this time? I'm mostly getting, for whatever's coming out here, something is something that's already occurred. So this could be some sort of confirmation for someone here. Confirmation on something that has occurred already, maybe to do with a karmic circle of friends or a karmic group of individuals. What does Divine Collective need to know at this time? The number 29 or 209 could be important for some of you. Mirroring. So right away I'm getting possibly a karmic connection where you and another individual could have been mirroring some sort of wounds to one another. This is what I'm getting from this. There's something that had to do with like a sexual connection versus emotional connection. Or you could have even been mirroring this back to another individual. Again, this is some sort of like past karmic connection. For some of you, even past life is significant. Confirmation. So someone here is not happy by a choice they made. They may have felt, someone here may feel like they connected with someone recklessly, with this reckless love out here. So this could have been, I'm getting both actually. I'm getting both. It says reckless love and sex. I'm getting both in this situation or whatever this connection was. Something has come to an end here. Or quite literally, for somebody, this has come up before. Someone here, because they had some sort of reckless love or reckless connection behind the scenes. Behind the scenes, something was hidden for sure. With this mirror out here. Somebody, it's kind of giving me like someone created an image for someone to look at, like this is what this looks like, but behind the scenes they were doing something else here. Someone specifically could be having some sort of health issues related to their personal life. Yes, I'm choosing my words very carefully right now. Divine Collective, especially those of us who do online tarot readings, there's a lot of spiritual attacks floating. Take cover and choose your words carefully. Someone could be a divine feminine here that I'm talking to. This could have to do with a divine feminine. I don't know why saying that it's really coming through like someone here who's not happy with something that happened behind the scenes. They may reach out and send a message out to a divine feminine. This could have been someone who had ghosted you in the past, and someone's coming out with like a bugaboo energy, which honestly, I don't even know what that means. I had to look it up, and I think it's like a bothersome, like a ex-lover, or maybe someone you like hooked up with one time wouldn't leave you alone. Someone here could be calling a divine feminine this. Maybe this was a reckless love situation in the past, or again, both. And this person kept ghosting. And this person, there could be someone here who's spinning this issue or spinning a situation by calling a divine feminine a bugaboo, like saying this person that they didn't really hook up with this person for love. It was just supposed to be a one-time thing, and then they wouldn't leave me alone with this on and off love messaging. Someone here may come back around because they need proof. They need proof to try and make, someone might be setting someone up here to look this way. Yeah, this clown, and again, this was someone's like karmic ex. This is strongly coming through as like a karmic, when we say karmic, it means you and this person could have been together in another lifetime, or however that may work. Or maybe this is the first time around, but someone here is in very much like heavy karmic energy. It means they have karmic lessons that are unlearned, especially triggering cycles over and over and over again. Usually that entails some sort of challenging, difficult, and often very toxic energy here. Yeah, this person's literally a jackass. Emotional intelligence in reverse. I'm getting this person, someone here was dealing with someone who maybe they have no feelings. I'm getting from this that this wasn't the truth. This wasn't the truth of whatever this relationship was initially, and this person here has been spinning this, and they need some sort of proof. Someone here needs some sort of proof for some reason to back up. I'm getting a lie, maybe a lie they told on a divine feminine who they have parted ways with, or something's over between you and this person. Yeah, I'm getting a heavy setup energy from this. Heavy setup energy from this for some reason. It's kind of getting like someone in this situation may be married now, and for some reason someone's trying to set up a divine feminine from the past to say that this person was like harassing you, or that you wouldn't leave them alone. There's something here about a setup energy. Like someone wanted to come in and then take pictures of you going off on them, or like going back and forth with them, or trying to make you look like you're someone who we said no to you, and you keep coming back. Someone here spun a storyline on a divine feminine that is no longer involved with someone here. They need to do this to cover up something else that was the true intention, which could be way worse than what actually happened. Strongly coming through again, confirmation. Karmic cycles triggers lessons, especially when it comes to this particular jackass individual who has not learned something here with emotional intelligence in reverse. This person lacks emotional intelligence. They also don't really care who they hurt. Something about some sort of tracking. I wanted to say that it was the energy of this, but it's more specific. Someone here might have a tracking device. I don't know what in regards to, but if this resonates with your storyline, that's coming through specifically like that. this person might want to come towards you and track you so they can, there's a setup energy. Getting evidence with this video camera here. Somebody wants to catch you in a situation and make you look some sort of way because they said you were a bugaboo and now they need to prove it. Or I'm really getting with this funeral energy, something was more serious initially and you may have become aware to something here, and this person cannot have this be true, so they're determined to make you look like someone I said no to, and they just keep coming back. Whatever, I don't know what you would call that. Like this person wants to make it look like you are harassing them, or you're some sort of like psycho ex or whatever. Confirmation. That card says goodbye. This person is trying to do this to protect themselves. This is how they believe they're going to protect themselves. So if this seems like something someone might be dealing with, please heed the warning. Again, we are reading energy the way they come through in the messages. It is up to you. You have to make your own decisions for yourself. You cannot allow a entertainment tarot reading to navigate your life. You need to, especially if it's that serious, go to some sort of professional or get in prayer. That is between you and God, what your decisions over your life are. Someone here might even try to, yeah, they want to make it look like you're doing something. You're doing something weird or strange. Someone might even try and connect with you. Or again, this could have been what was going on in the past. This was like past information. But I'm also getting, look at this, Knight of Wands, reckless show off. This is this jackass energy. This person is determined to do this here so they can close the book on you. Whatever, close the book on you. 1221 might be a number that someone's been seeing in their situation. I do need to keep this particular reading kind of short, so just so you know, excuse me. This could be a warning for someone though, not to be dealing with certain reckless connections from your past. I'm also getting third-party energy. This was someone else's idea. This is a third-party energy. A third party came up with this idea, specific for someone. Confirmation with this. This is gaining strength, final steps. There's something about this person. Somebody wants to this is their version of closing a cycle. This person doesn't want to come in and have some sort of like honest communication. Honest communication as I put Ace of Swords out. This person doesn't want to have some sort of healthy, honest communication about a situation. They are just determined to end it the way it started, which seemingly was very toxic and reckless. Again, there's a kind of deeper, darker storyline behind this that I don't really want to get into. If it's for you, you're going to know what that is about. Something going on with this third-party situation. Somebody here is determined to do anything to end this situation, to end something permanently with you. Yeah, this person wants to come in with a romantic gesture. You are in a healthy, positive energy at this time. Four of Cups in reverse is self-awareness. You're very aware at this at this point. This is part of the problem here. Someone is bothered by this. Mostly because they're acting out of fear, or I also heard rejection. Somebody wants to do this because they feel rejected by you. And again, ending something in any way possible here. I have seen the death card quite a bit, as well as this funeral card out here. Something to be aware of. Do not be dealing with a Knight of Swords in reverse. Is coming out as out of their depth. This person feels like they missed an opportunity, but they're also coming out as someone who's very hurtful and insincere. Some of you have an Emperor coming in because you are self-aware. I feel like this person's determined to stop this. This person's determined to stop something before it goes any further. For some reason, they're threatened by this Emperor energy as well. Or they're threatened by some sort of authority or authority situation. They're threatened by someone with authority speaking the truth or knowing the truth about a situation. So someone here lied. This is part of why, because someone here lied and said that a divine feminine was being a bugaboo. Whatever that means. I keep saying what, because it's like I know I looked it up, the definition of what a bugaboo is supposed to be, but it doesn't register with me quickly. I have to remind myself again. Someone who I think like it's just supposed to be a one-time thing, but then they won't leave you alone. And it's possible that the opposite is true in this situation. That this other person was more of a bugaboo to you, and now they're trying to end something. Keep getting close the book. They want to close the book. But what's funny is you and this person aren't aligned anymore. So it's possible on whatever timeline you're on, the book is already closed. And in their mind, they keep trying to close the book, but it's going to end in a different way. So that's important, or an important message for someone else or for the Divine Collective. In this situation, I'm going to get some final messages about this reading. This is going to be some sort of confirmation and reminder for someone. Again, something about a setup, some sort of setup energy here. What else does Divine Collective need to know about this reading? Go for it, Aries. Again, we have Emperor out here. Someone's Emperor is coming towards them. Someone wants to stop this. I almost called this other person the bugaboo. This person is the bugaboo now, is what I'm getting. But they're trying to make it look like you are. Strange energy. Again, round and round with the karmic cycles and lessons. Someone here has not learned the lesson, and divine feminine who has their divine masculine coming towards them in the very near future. You've been climbing some sort of mountain and you're almost like to the peak of the mountain. Yeah, giving and receiving. You're about to receive some sort of blessing. This is part of what you have learned. You have learned self-care. You have learned to listen and understand the lesson. This is why this is out here like this. You have learned acceptance. Yeah, acceptance. Faith and wisdom. Wisdom here. Wisdom is acceptance. Someone here has already learned and accepted whatever this karmic lesson or cycle is, and this other individual has not. This is why I'm getting, yes, someone here needs to open up to change and see the bigger picture. This is why this is kind of, not to scare anyone, but it's kind of coming through like a warning. It's coming through like a warning. Again, you do with that whatever you need to do with that. That's up to you. But really, it's simple. It's coming through like maybe don't deal with a certain individual from your past, because they might have more up their sleeve than they're letting on to. I hope you guys got some sort of confirmation and clarity out of this bonus reading today, and I will see you again next time.